Hello DB Besties and welcome back to the Design Bundles YouTube channel. My name is Laura, and if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell so you don't miss a thing, especially today, because we are telling all about how to crush it at your next craft fair. So whether it's your first craft fair coming up this holiday season, or you're just looking to get into it, or maybe it's your 100th and you just want some new ideas, we are here to help you out. We're going to talk all about craft fairs 101, what kind of items to sell, how to set up your booth, how to attract people to your booth, how to ensure they have a great experience, and how to sell things, because ultimately that's the goal, right? My name's Laura. If you're new here, you can also follow me personally at It's Laura Lambert anywhere on social media. I would love to connect with you personally. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it and talk all about craft fairs in 2024. Craft fairs are becoming more and more normal, I feel like, and there are so many more, especially in my area. I feel like there are so many craft fairs being offered this holiday season. And if you want to stand out from the crowd, really being able to make your craft fair booth irresistible and make it a place where you can connect with customers, increase brand visibility, and of course sell your products is absolutely crucial. So we're going to break it down today and talk about all the things you need to know to be successful at a craft fair. First, let's talk about what you might want to sell at a craft fair. So if you're a brand new crafty business owner, or maybe you just kind of have a crafting hobby and you're wanting to turn it into a business, but you're not really sure what to sell, we're going to really briefly talk about a few things that would be great to sell in 2024, things that are trending, things that are selling well, things that we predict that will continue to sell well or even emerge into bigger trends as we go into 2025. If you're interested in more of a deep dive on that, we do have a separate video on items that are trending on Etsy right now. You can go watch that video over on our channel. But in general, things that are really sticking out right now are personalized items, as always, and sustainable, eco-friendly, or repurposed items. So what that could look like could mean you take old quilts and you repurpose them into fun patches on sweaters, or you make beeswax wraps, or maybe you create bamboo home decor or reusable shopping bags. In general, eco-friendly, always going to be trending because who doesn't want to save the planet after all? And craft fairs are the ultimate place to get in front of your ideal audience for eco-friendly products. In terms of personalized products, you could consider tumblers, mugs, t-shirts, things that dip into a specific like TV fandom, book fandom, or even like sports team, something for your area specifically like state pride, or maybe even just putting people's monograms, initials, or names on the product physically at the craft fair. So something I've seen a lot of people do that I find really successful is maybe you design a tumbler and you have it available, but then you bring your Cricut with you and you offer to put their name on it for an additional charge. Or you have baby blankets and you're able to embroider them right there on the spot with whatever the person wants. Adding that extra personalized touch is always a hit at craft fairs, and being able to bring your machine along with you to allow people to personalize it that much more is really something that can set you over the edge. Another thing that we see trending right now is unique home decor. Specifically, laser cut wood decor is doing really well right now, whether that's wall art, wall shelves, or something else entirely. Even laser engraved cutting boards and kitchen items do really well right now. And then additionally, things that are macrame are coming back. So whether that's a macrame wall hangings, koozies, coasters, etc. People love the macrame look, and I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. I've even seen people lately creating macrame Christmas ornaments, and I think that is so cute and a wonderful idea for a craft fair, especially going into the holiday season this year. Finally, one last item for you to consider are DIY projects and kits. One that I see a lot right now that is doing really well both online and at craft fairs are DIY paint by number kits. You can create those with your Cricut, but also consider other DIY like DIY crocheting, DIY embroidering, anything like that where people can take it and have an experience with friends or family is sure to be a hit, and I know I always spend my money on those. Your ideal audience for those is going to be at a craft fair, so if you can create a DIY kit with the materials that you have, do it. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is how to set up your booth so that it's inviting and it really draws people in and helps you stand out from the crowd. Some of these craft fairs can be massive. It can be really easy to get kind of lost in the crowd. So a couple things to keep in mind as you're creating your booth, as you're envisioning your booth. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but it is important to consider a few elements that will really help you stand out. Number one is lighting. If you have a way to plug in or connect to electricity, consider LED lighting, uplighting, things that really showcase your products and make your booth feel warm, inviting, and homey, especially if they're taking place inside. It's under harsh fluorescent lighting and everything just looks so stark. So the more you can create that homey atmosphere, whether that's with lamps, battery-powered candles, or LED lights, it can really make your booth stand out and feel like a welcoming place. The next is signage and branding. Definitely be sure to take the extra time before the craft fair to make sure you have a great sign that showcases your business name, your brand, your social media handles. Maybe even consider printing out some QR codes where people can follow you online. And then be sure that your price tags are clear and consistent to avoid confusion. When you're thinking about your booth in general, also make sure to think about color scheme and setup so that everything looks visually appealing. You want it to be immediately obvious what kind of things you sell. At the end of the day, whether we're talking about social media, your website, your craft booth, your store, people want to know immediately, is this a place where people who like things like me would hang out? So we want people to be able to feel like they can relate to what you're selling right away. So whether that's through a cohesive color palette, color scheme, a theme, or showcasing all of your best products in a way that are immediately noticeable, we help customers who are just passing by be able to immediately say, this is for people like me. And that can really help you out. The last thing I want to make sure we talk about today in terms of standing out at a craft fair and making sure you do your best is how to engage with customers and turn people who maybe are just passing by into customers or fans of your brand. So the first is my favorite thing to talk about, and that is offer a freebie. So this should be a digital product of some kind that goes in tandem with what you're selling. So a good example of this might be if you're a jewelry seller, your freebie might be a PDF on how to properly care for your jewelry. Or if you sell DIY paint by number kits, your freebie might be a video tutorial teaching people how to get the most out of their paint and get the most out of their kit. Or if you sell personalized tumblers, it might be a guide on how to properly care for your tumbler and make sure it lasts for a long time. Or it could even just be a coupon to come back and shop with you again. But offering some sort of piece of value to your customers, whether they purchase from you or not, is crucial to creating a symbiotic relationship where they feel like you're giving them value, and it builds trust and reciprocity with your audience. Even better, offering a freebie is a way to get people on your email list, which gives you a direct line and a direct connection with them to email them about future offers, promotions, new products, what you're doing on social media, and just share more of the vision behind your company and the why behind what you do. So at the end of the day, spend a lot of extra time before your craft fair really thinking about what an appropriate freebie could be that you could offer to your people to help build that trust and reciprocity and get them on your email list. And then make sure you have clear signage throughout your booth that has a QR code to access that freebie, to get on your email list, to connect with you further, so that even if they don't purchase something from you that day, you then can connect with them further via email and they've already gotten value from you as a customer. At the end of the day, craft fairs are just as much about building relationships as they are about getting customers. So smile, greet everybody who walks by, make friends, bring business cards, encourage people to scan your QR code, and consider this just step one in a long-term relationship with a customer rather than just a one-time transaction, and you will be more successful every single time you do a craft fair. Okay, DB Besties, that was just a few quick ways you can excel at craft fairs in 2024. We talked about good products to sell, ways to stand out from the crowd, how to decorate your booth and make it visually appealing, and how to attract people to your booth and turn them into lifelong fans of your brand and not just one-time customers via a freebie. So we covered a lot in this video today. I would love to know in the comments what else you want to know about craft fairs, so definitely give this video a like and leave us a comment below letting us know what else you want to know about craft fairs, what we can talk about and chit chat about, and even maybe what we could talk about on a live video to talk about craft fairs in the future. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing from us, because we're back here with all the crafty tutorials every single week. week. And you can follow me personally at It's Laura Lambert everywhere you do social media. I would love to connect with you personally and hear what's inspiring you. I hope you have a great craft fair season coming up, and we will see you next week. But until then, happy craft fairing and happy crafting.